Mm-hmm. Doesn't have that. I was expecting this vanilla glue smell, but it's not there. Oh well. So that's the guitar. Look at that top. Reminds you of the vintage from the 50s. Look at that grain. I'm thinking about polishing this so that it shines a little bit more. It becomes a little bit more glossy. Maybe it'll help the flame maple dance along. So this is the Gibson Les Paul 50s standard faded vintage honeyburst. See the tuners? That's 50s. I chose the 50s because I wanted a fat neck. I love these tuners. When I watch people play, let me just put the case away. Let me lean the Gibson into the wall off camera so that no one gets an anxiety attack. Even though you have the capacity to control that, right? To manage that with your mind. Okay, now we're back. Where was I? So, vintage honeyburst, I believe it was. It is. Doesn't say anything. Had it restrung with what strings were they? They are my favorites, which are elixirs, but they didn't have the OptiWebs in the store. They only had the NanoWebs, which is okay because I used to use the old NanoWebs almost exclusively before the OptiWebs came along. They are now my favorite string because of the whatchamacallit. It's as close to the uncoated string sound as ever, I think. Seems to feel that way anyway to me. Bro, I was driving around Sydney because I tried to find out where all the 50s Les Pauls are and then tested them all. And this didn't initially make it to my short list, but I was very surprised when I saw it on the hanging on the wall, and then I kind of just what's that? It looks like greenie. So I just took it just for the hell of it, What was I was looking mainly at the normal standard with the glossy finishes. I'm not so much a fan of the open coil pickups. I might have this. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't shortlist this one. And at the time, I thought there was some string buzzing on the high E strings. Maybe it was just my imagination or whatever it was, but it seems to be good when I played it again. But this one as well, I prefer closed, covered pickups, and then adjust the pole pieces so that's balanced across all the 6 strings. So didn't quite make it, but somehow there was one guitar that I was going to buy. It was a see-through black 50s Les Paul, probably one of those limited editions, but they wouldn't. I revisited that guitar, and for some reason, it felt so heavy. I didn't remember it being heavy, but I don't know. But something in me was telling me to go to the other store and try this one, revisit this one, because I had a picture on my phone. I took pictures of them, of the ones that struck me in some way, even though it's not shortlisted. And so I thought that I think I remember this not being a bad looking top, and then I remember this one had resonated really good. And so let's give it another chance. And man, oh man, look at the grain, bro. Oh man, oh man. This guitar makes me excited, bro. Listen to this. I don't know how this is gonna come across with the microphone, but man, when I was playing it in the store, when I was just testing it off the rack, and when I was just testing it in the little jam room, this is resonant. The guy restrung this with the elixirs, but I don't think he stretched it because it was a quick 15-minute job or something. But that's no problem. I can stretch these zones myself. It's gonna be out of tune. We're probably gonna be tuning this throughout this video. It needs a bit of stretching. I'm gonna be working on it as I'm talking, because I'm gonna be doing a bunch of talking and gonna be testing the robustness of your TikTok brain. You ready for that? Yeah? Look at that. Look at that top, bro. You like it? Reminds you of the vintage stuff, right? Boom. Boom. And when it was hanging on the rack like that, pretty like up high, like that. You know, it's like when the 50s models with the cherry burst, when all the red fades out. It's beautiful. And then natural back. I like my natural back. For some reason, the other 50s have the neck feel extra chunky. I don't know why, because I understand it starts off CNC. The basic shape is CNC cut, but it's finished with human hands. So that's probably makes enough. It is probably enough time spent there to make a degree of variance between the 50s necks. But man, I'm probably gonna get this one. So the next time you see this guitar and the pickups are covered, it's probably because I got it covered. But this is I think this is the Burstbucker 2 and Burstbucker 1 here. You see after all the stretching, it's putrid now. Let's do a rough tuning, okay? This is how I normally, if I don't have any tools or tuning stuff, just in the shop, for example, and I just need to be tuned so that I can play it properly. Remember my tuning lesson? You know what? Let's plug it in, hey? We lean the Gibson onto the wall again. You mad, bro? Stay mad. And so we plugged the pedal board in. We plugged in the Joyo cab box. Man, it's hot in here. I need to get a fan, but it's gonna make a bunch of noise, right? We use a wire so that I'm grounded. Apparently there's some good like health benefit, hippie stuff, health benefits, woo stuff, woo to saying that there's benefits to that. Put my inner monitors on so that there's no feedback. Now we go to the Rev G3. And then you hear the basic sound of this. Where am I? Okay, so, and we unmute. We go to the bridge pickup. It's very crunchy, bro. We drop D it, hey? That's surprising. Yeah, I'm gonna tune it to the highest string, or the highest tuned pitch string, if you know what I mean. Whichever is tuned to pitch the best, I think. Sounds pretty good. Now I think I want to change these to speed knobs, man, because I like turning it off and on quickly, especially because these ones, they're not like it doesn't, you feel a bit of resistance. Although I know how to change that, to make it so that it feels like there's no resistance. All you have to do is spray some of that, what do you call it, the contact cleaner, and then spray it inside the pot somewhere, and then you just do that. Hang on, you just do this until the resistance goes away. Off, on, off, on, off, on, right? But yeah, I also like the look of speed knobs anyway, so I don't like I'm not so much a fan of the bell knobs because of how they feel. Like I don't quite have a grip on them, like a fast grip on them. I don't know. Probably a gold speed knob. Either just 2 of them for the volume knob, or all 4 of them. I hope it's not going to be too hard to find one that fits a Gibson, the CTS spots. All right. Now, what else is there? So you got what is this one? Is it a Nashville style bridge? Where it's not drilled directly into the body. It's on a post or on a stud, and then the adjustment thing is screws into the stud, so it's not direct mounted, which is bro. It sounds good. It rings really good. It's very resonant. The typical stop tail. CTS spots. You probably know the specs, but you just want to see how it looks, right? It is a nice top. It's not super overpowering or anything. It's pretty good for my first Gibson, for my entry point. And bro, man. Listen to this. It sounds thick, like the notes are jumping out of the body of the guitar, and it sounds vocal. Listen to that. All the way up to the neck, bro. all the way up. This is how by testing it in the shop to make sure the fretwork is fine and also the notes are big. Fat notes, bro. Fat vocal notes. Fat vocal notes. And what for, I think this is this a rosewood board? I think is it laurel? Don't know. But it's nice and dark enough where you can still see like a browniness to it. Focus on it. Chocolatey. I could probably darken that further with my fretboard conditioner or wood conditioner. The Howard's Feed and Wax. It's up there. Nice shape, nicely shaped neck. I reckon on this one. Man, I love when I watch players and then they're especially in this angle, for example, or you know, and the headstock with these tuners, which is kind of sticking out. I love the look of it, bro. Like that. Love it. Love the look of it, man. I really like it a lot better than the Grover kidney ones. I like the Grover, but it has to be this shape. You know, the metal one, but it has to be a tulip shape. Tulip? Keystone? Keystone, I think it is. This is the Gibson Deluxe. I think it's like the same as a Grover Deluxe, just rebranded to Gibson because they like to have their name on there, don't they? And this is a two-piece back. I can see the line there, but it's pretty good. It doesn't really matter to me because I've had guitars with three-piece backs. That my Tanglewood LP copy is a three-piece back, and that's a good guitar, bro. And the Epiphone is resonating really well. Who knows how many pieces that is? That's my Les Paul custom Epiphone, the inspired by Gibson, not the inspired by the IGC, not the IGC. It's just the one under it. Pretty good resonation. That I picked that one, so that's a given there. Two-piece body on this, and I didn't notice it. Does that look black to you, or just that looks black to me? Hey, the input jack, which I kind of like. And you know what else I like about this? When I was playing this in the store, let me display this for you like that so you can see it. While I was playing this in the store, I never even noticed that there was no pick guard, and I love that because if this had a pick guard, I would have gotten the tech to or you know, the guy who restoring this in the shop. I would have gotten him to take it off anyway. But it's good to know that there's no screw holes. Like, I don't even know if they. I really don't like those pick guards because it seems a bit distracting. I just like it like this. And other than that, what else can I say about this? The electronics on this, expected, you know, being a Gibson and the price that they are, it better be shielded, and it seems like I think it's shielded. Oh, you know what? I don't know, man. You know, it could be better. It could be better because I think with my PRS, it's pretty silent. Quiet, man. Yeah, I think on my PRS, you only hear the click, like and it's a soft click because it's pretty well shielded. Something to the maybe the braided wire is all shielded. You know, you only hear the touch on the PRS, and it's softer than what you hear here. I think. But it's okay. It's not as bad as like a super cheap guitar which has no shielding at all. I need to get used to this neck, huh? This is the fattest neck I've ever had, I think. It's fatter than my Custom 22. It's got with a pattern neck, or wide fat as it used to be known. I'm going to probably raise this stop tail so that there's not too much break angle in here. Maybe match it to whatever the headstock has got, which is too much in my humble opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a simple guy, right? What do I know? What do I know? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some robust tape so that I can cover this post here, because the way this is going to be adjusted is through looks like it's going to be through a tiny Allen key, and I don't the gunk from my hand and all from playing, I don't want it to get trapped in there and then not being able to get an Allen key in there to adjust the action and all that stuff. Although alternatively you still have this, but I want to have this option available. I'm also going to tape seal the screws, because man, my sweat, it's just gonna rust it out, and then one day I won't be able to. It'll be hard to take out the pickup ring and do something to the pickup because it's going to be so caked up. Tape all these screws here. Rotate the orientation of this thing here, this knob. So probably I'm thinking of taking this thing off. I don't know. Hey, should I take it off? I like the inlays on this because it's a little bit. It looks like a little bit aged, like a little bit. They mixed in some yellowing. You can kind of see it. Too much light? There you go. See how they have a tinge of like a. They don't quite look brand new. They look like a little on the vintage side. And I had the blank trussed cover because I like the plain headstock look, as plain as I can get it. Look at the inlays again, especially this one here. Look at that, and the 12th fret got some Browning action going. Like all that action, that Browning action going. I also feel like the frets are a little bit shallow, not as tall as the no other standards, but probably got to do with them because, you know, these are each individual guitar is different, or is it just in conjunction with the faded thing going, like as if it's like a faux aging, if it's part of the faux aging characteristic of the faded series. Apparently these are discontinued. Is that true? Because I was trying to haggle this with the shop guy, and he would it was already kind of discounted, like 22% or something, and I was asking for more, and his excuse was always, oh, it's discontinued and it's the only one left in Sydney, and this is already at a good price, and this and that and the other, and just looking at him like, okay, yeah, let me sleep on it then. Came back the next morning, tried it again to see if this morning, I tried it yesterday night, and then I came down to the shop this morning and to see if I still like it, if I still feel the magic, because I felt the magic when I was in the shop testing this out. Some soda water, man. It's nice. It's refreshing with none of the guilt. Because no sugar, because sugar is bad for you. You understand? Listen to this. Just keep listening to it, man. Now, my microphone does have some processing on it, like some compression and a bit of EQ to fix my voice, but shouldn't. You'll get the basic sound of this. You know, the basic idea that it's loud and vocal, and the notes and the chords and all that. The sounds are jumping out of the guitar. Man, it's unbelievable when I compare this to the other 50s that I've tried. Man. I'm gonna have to adjust the action to how I like it. I checked the relief on this. The relief is pretty good. There's relief just the way I like it. So that the way I find it is I need the relief in there because when I'm, say, around this area and I'm gonna palm mute, it's not going to buzz. See that? You hear that? I was forcing that out. There, did you hear that? There. It's very minor, but that's very acceptable because I don't like how that sounds through distortion when it goes through the amp. So that's what I need. There's good enough relief. I like it. The knot though, the depth of how the knot was cut, it seems pretty good. I think this is from how they did it in the factory. The high E string is pretty good. B string is pretty good. I think a couple of strings could be lowered, but which one was it? The G string is okay. It could be lowered a tiny bit. D string is good. A string is probably good, but could use the slightest. The low E string, yeah, could do with this. It's okay. It's pretty good. So when you fret, when you're chording or fretting around here, it's not going sharp on you because the travel of the string from where it is to being fretted isn't going to be too much travel. You understand? And the action, yeah, the action is, it's okay. I think it could be lowered. It's higher than 2 mils. I normally like it at around about maybe just under 2 mils, right? Yeah, it's very close. It's just a split hair over 2 mil. So it's probably okay. And the high E string, yeah, it just needs a tiny bit of adjustment. I'll do that later off screen so that you don't have to suffer that. I don't know if you like to see that kind of adjustments. But overall, I like the color of this one. It matches this top here. But I'm gonna think about if I want to remove this. And then I'm going to put the Marzio strap on, clip lock straps on it. You've seen those ones because I like those ones. They're my favorite ones. I hope it's not gonna affect the nitro too much, too adversely, but it should be okay. Should be okay. Look at this beautiful back. Okay, natural back. You can actually see, you can even see some of the pores are still there. Not so much, but there are some pores through the lacquer because it's probably like less coats of nitro that they put in here compared to if they were glossing it up like the normal standards. And man, it's a good weight. This one, it's a good unit. It's a good example. It's got good grains too. Let me just put you closer instead. Give you a good show again. get some macro action. You can see this one, these patterns here. It's nice, man. That veiny look. You like veiny things? Look at that, man. I don't know what to use to polish up the guitar a bit, where it's not too sharp, not too harsh, not too strong, and it's compatible with nitro. I'll figure that out, maybe through my own research, or you tell me what you use, what's good. If you've already done the research, help me out, man. We help each other, don't we? In the guitar community. I like to hold it up like this in the tilt because that's the playing position. Look at that, man. And don't forget the bottom there. How does it look in the bottom? How do we... Like that? Too much light? But yeah, I think when I polish this in here, it's moving. You can get it to move. See, that's moving. It's dancing. But when I polish this to a little bit more reflective shine, it'll probably help the flame maple along with its dances. I think I've seen that with what Trogley did. Shout out to you, hey, hello Trogley, hello, oh, how are you? All right, got the idea from him, so I'll do that. I'm gonna tape these ones off. I'm gonna tape up cover the pole pieces because, man, again, my sweat, right? It's not good, man. It's not gonna be good for it. Should I put some more stuff on the fretboard, or should I wait? Maybe I'll wait. Maybe until the next restring, I'll put some Howard's feed and wax in here. Make it feel like, because my PRS boards, I put that on. I applied it for 20 minutes and then took it off and let it soak and stuff like that before I cleared it off the board, and then it feels good now. It feels rich, it looks rich, and I'm loving it. So this is the Gibson Les Paul. Give you, probably should have the neck pickup. You like the neck pickup, man? Trying to get a good angle for you. Let me give you a good angle there. And I have this in-ear monitors. you like it when we play the cliches, bro? And the body is so loud. We clean it up a little bit. We've gone a little bit out of tune there from the bending, probably. Still needs more stretching. It's gonna, you know, it's not gonna be like what I did, stretching it. It's not gonna be 100%. It's going to speed it up tremendously, but it's still going to, it won't be unstable for very long. Thank you for watching. GM.
Oh, and one more thing, folks. I just needed to mention that, man, thank you so much for your subscriptions. I mean, you subscribe to me? What? To me? So I'd like to extend my gratitude to my most recent subscribers. Bruno382, Frank Hunt, Tony Day, Owl. Thank you so much, guys. Good morning.